Hello, everyone. I have a new light source over here. Hooray! Hopefully, I will be lit slightly less ghoulishly in the evening. I found a power bar that I could plug it into. How's everybody doing? So, I would like to share with all of you what just happened on the internet. Just a few moments ago, I noticed that my compatriot and colleague and longtime friend Wooly Versus was streaming Street Fighter 6. I took a look at his stream and noticed that he had been streaming fucking around with training mode for like 3 hours. So I sent him the following message. Hey, let me know when you're going into online matches so I can 1v1 you. So you can 1v1 me. Dare you, pussy no balls. He then saw this message on stream, which made me happy, and he said, "Oh, that's how it is. We just do it during the beta when there's no way to know anything and nobody knows what's going on." Which to me, sounds like fucking pussy no balls. Like, oh yeah, I don't want to fight. I don't want to play matches the day the game comes out. That's not real. That's not real. Oh no, that doesn't count. We're all just sitting around learning. Like, fuck off. So, we'll see. I want I'm sure some of you will be keeping an eye on Wooly's stream and whether or not he actually goes and plays online. The idea that Wooly is actually not playing real matches and is just labbing is the most insane thing in the world. Is the absolutely, completely insane. Also, I have some announcements to share with you people. Some good announcements. We got stuff going on today. So for one, I guarantee you this is the closest I will ever shit my pants on this camera. Because my butt is full. I'm a little backed up, I'll be quite honest. And as a result, I went down to the pharmacy and I picked up some butt juice. So I decided that it would be fun if we had a little bit of butt juice together. Let's see, 15 milliliters, huh? For optimum. That looks about right. Apparently, this stuff is nasty. So it's quite possible I'll have to run away. Probably have to run away. Cheers. That was that was not great. That was that was definitively not great. 1 to 3 teaspoons with a little water up to 4 times a day, followed with a full glass of water. So the lady spoke to me and said, the pharmacist, and she says, you know, a lot of these things they'll tell you to take it before you go to bed, but it'll also tell you that it'll start to work in 30 minutes to 6 hours. So don't take it before you go to bed. And I'm like, Okay. All right. We also have. Oh, God. We also have a new gimmick today. We're a little late in October, so I adjusted things accordingly. But I feel like we are going to start doing goals for things that you guys may want. Because the Subtober goals with the pig and all that shit seem to make people happy. They liked to do the mockery and the sadness. So we have made 3 goals. One of them is not for you to actually reach, but if you reach it, fuck it. Haha. Good for me. So, step 1. Goal number 1. If you reach this goal, I will wear a little oinky pig nose on every React stream for the remainder of the year. We looked around. We could easily get like a oinky pig nose. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2. Is you people have been bothering me for long enough. You can put your money where your fucking mouth is. You fucking pieces of shit. Also, if you don't reach that, it's gonna reset and I'm just gonna put it again next month. So, and this one was Paige's idea. This is Paige's idea. This one. And we looked up to make sure that we would be able to do it. If you hit 5,000 subs in a month, I will dress up like a giant baby with a rattle and a bonnet. For every React stream for the remainder of the year. Now, I don't think I'm gonna get this. But if you do, boy, do you deserve it. There's no way me and Paige were sitting here on the floor earlier, literally workshopping what kind of baby outfits you can buy. There's the ones that's like the full baby thing with like the big bonnet around the top. It's the whole thing. Will I wear it on CSB? Let's just wait till next year before we start making those kinds of demands. Shall we? How about that? I don't appreciate the road you're going down, Pat. Yeah, I worry that this can only escalate. But as long as I put a timer on it, right? Right? Only 1 year left, huh? Okay, well. So welcome to the React stream today, everyone. Gonna go just keep Woolie's stream on in the background to make sure he's not trying to dodge me like a big baby, because he's afraid of competition. Oh yeah, more training mode. Yep, big baby, afraid of competition. As I thought. As I thought. Starting to look like a video game HUD on the screen. I should probably move those, huh? They're too big. Hold on, I can move them. Hold on, let's just go ahead and just make them a little smaller. There we go. There we go. That's better. Mm. Make Wooly dress up in the baby costume? He would never. He would never do such a thing. Ideally, this should be a single bar with 3 notches. Listen, I don't know how to work the Stream Elements bar. It's tough. It's tough, man. It's tough. I got this working, and that's a miracle. Do not judge me. I'm doing my best out here. I'm doing my best. You could say I'm out of my stream element. You could say that. You could say that. You could say that. All right. Let's thank some people. By the way, I'm going to let you guys know today is a React stream. However, if Wooly does go into Street Fighter 6 for online matches, I am going to immediately stop what I'm going to do and go to try and snipe him, and because I know I will beat him. I can feel it. And he's gonna talk about, Pat, you only want to play right when the game comes out. Like, oh yeah, where I beat your ass every time because my fundamentals are way better than yours. Like, way better. Uh oh, don't turn on Steam. I don't want you on right now. Get out of here. Get out of here, Steam. I don't need you today. Get out of here. Get out of here. You got fighting games to ignore. Get Wooly out of fighting games. Wooly, the only thing that's going to get Wooly out of fighting games is his own grave. That's the only thing. New Millennium, do not tell people not to subscribe to my channel, please. Please do not do that. That is a mean thing to do. You should always subscribe to my channel because I have a good channel and you get fancy emotes. You get fancy emotes with like a little pig man and like the word big. It's a whole thing. Don't you want to see me dress up like a little baby with my rattle? Goo 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 gaga. Uh, is it subs only or do bits count? I don't know how to make it work with anything more than subs. I actually don't know how to combine them, so it is just subs. Which is why I put the word subs in the thing. Right? That way, no one will be confused. Because they will do the sub and then the number will go up. All I want is a picture of me in a baby outfit with a rattle. A whole stream would just be sad. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Oh my god. Hold on. Oh my god. Thank God. Christmas is on a Sunday this year. Thank Christ. Thank God. Because Jesus shit, that'd be fucking real bad. Hey mom, what's up? What you doing for Christmas, honey? Oh no. Oh god. I'm I'm doing great, mom. I'm doing great. Don't worry about it. All right, let's thank some people and let's look at the videos. We have an incredibly special video to start with today, actually. I was contacted by a professional, good creator of cool things, and they asked me to have their video be something to watch in here. And I was like, absolutely, buddy. Totally. No, it wasn't Queequeg. Queequeg doesn't make anything. All right. Yeah, he's an accountant. Accountants don't make anything. They just help us navigate the capitalist nightmare that we've created. How do I fill out this form? I don't know. Use an accountant. Why don't we just make the form easy to fill out? Because then you wouldn't need an accountant. It's like lawyers. Oh, you gotta need a lawyer. How else will you navigate the intentionally labyrinthine and confusing legal system? All right. Reconom kicked in a sub to say, play Lisa. Thank you. I might. I have I have a feeling that this bar is going to be a great place for games that I don't really want to play but maybe should. Like Banjo Kabut Shit Pluey. Nailed it. Nailed it. Nailed it. Chance H kicked in 1,000 bits. Thank you, sir. New house, new disappearing kitchenware. Also, where are you planning to put Steve Buscemi? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I just don't know. God, I look so fucking old. I assume subs count for all the bets. That's why they're all at 58. That's right. They're so that when I go to like this screen, I can have one up, right? And then just if I take it down, it molded, once they hit certain once they become pointless. They're cumulative. It would be absolutely stupid if they weren't. That'd be crazy. Stop talking about the blue layout. It's not blue. It's not blue. It's turquoise or aquamarine. It's not blue. It's not blue. Fuck off. My butt doesn't feel like it's doing anything. I'm disappointed. Smoothwood subscribe. Thanks, Smoothwood. 13 whole months of Ginger Madness. Thanks, Pat. You're welcome. Even if I do look old as shit. I'm Grapes kicked in us up. Oh, hi, Pat. Next Friday, I'm also moving to a much nicer and bigger apartment with the girlfriend. Good for you, man. Good to see you moving to your new house. Thank you. Switch kicked in $5. Congrats on the house, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Jay Can't Do kicked in a sub to say butt juice. Yeah. My butt is getting juiced. My butt is getting juiced. Hopefully my butt doesn't fall off on camera. Wouldn't it be really funny if while playing Street Fighter 6 with Wooly, I beat him while my butt was falling off? Like, my butt's literally falling off, and he's like, John's. And I'm like, my butt fell off, Wooly. My butt fell off in the war. It fell off in the war, and you still don't respect it. Tron gifted 5 subs. Thanks, Tron. Oink for you. And Lobster Priest gifted 10. Oink, oink for you, Lobster Priest. My bacons are tender for you both. And thank you. Mr. Jammer sub. Thanks, Mr. Jammer. Coffee Kaiju gifted a sub. Thanks, Coffee. Zemnahor kicked in a sub. Oink, oink, keep up the good oinks. Thanks, oink. Zemna oink. Hort. Uncle Frankman sub. Thank you. Just call me Bob, please. Subscribed. You just want an excuse to show your pepperonis. Admit it. I'm not going to show my pepperonis. You will never see me without a shirt. If I wear a baby costume, it will be a full body baby costume. Possibly swaddled. Possibly. I'm not wearing pasties. You're never seeing these tits. Never. Never. Tron kicked in 500 bits. Thanks, Tron. Well, enjoying yourself. Ain't this the life? Don't all your worries just melt away in here? No. 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 Taraj kicked in us up. Thanks, Taraj. Baby pet, baby pet. Also, how do I suggest videos if I don't? The Twitter and Discord. I don't know. I don't really have a gigantic system with a fucking spreadsheet like some kind of fucking psycho. I just add the videos. The solid white walls are kind of depressing, like a low-income cubicle job. Good thing they're not white walls. Good thing they're beige. They're actually more of like a yellow. Just the light is blowing out the camera so strongly that they look lighter than they are. No, they're darker than eggshell. Oh my god, I just saw Zangief just running as fast as he can by the window. He's not graceful. He's not a graceful dog. He's just lumbering and just blah, 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 blah. I love him. Acid Fire Boom kicked in 15 subs. Thanks, Acid Fire Boom. Oink. 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 Razor Robin kicked in 500 bits. React to some Monty Python Flying Circus. Did you ever add that into the queue? I don't know. Amonimes gifted a sub. Thank you. Eldalu gifted 5 subs. Oink to you, Eldalu. Thank you. Man, what is up with the wrinkles on my face? They're like all over the place today. Coffee Kaiju gifted a sub. Thanks, Coffee. Spec Ops Bear gifted a sub also. Thanks, Spec Ops. I forgot my name. Subscribe. Thanks, forgot my name. So to Phalith and Neocree. Thank you. Hi, Pat. How many subs will we... How many subs would buy us a Witcher 1 baby noise redeem? Like 10,000. I hate that fucking noise. I hate that noise so much. I hate it. Yeah. Like, oh my god, I hate it. I hate it. Ugh. Phalith gifted 5 subs. Thanks, Phalith. Oink. Big oink. Squid Shake kicked in a sub. Says, yay, stream baby. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks, man. Rakadishu sub. Can't wait to find out this is Pat revealing he sold out to crypto. If I had sold out to crypto, I would have sold out already. The problem with crypto. Here's the problem with crypto in terms of advertising. You want to know what the secret is? Everybody that calls your stream to be like, I would like to advertise crypto for you. And you're like, what's the rate? And they're like, we'll pay you in crypto. I'm like, yeah? Well, yeah? That's a good gimmick you guys got going there. That's good. Ooh, smart. Yeah, I'll hop right on that. No, man, crypto's the future. You won't need money. If I won't need money, then why are you asking me to advertise for you? Why does the money of the future need to be advertised? If it's going to be the future. I'm sorry, guys. I'm very sleepy today. I did not sleep literally at all. I got 90 minutes. That's it. I'm tired. So you might see some yawns today. Joush kicked in a sub. Thanks, Joush. Appreciate it. Dullaman subscribed. 50 months of just being some schlub, giving his Amazon Prime sub to the smallest ginger man, baby by his side of the Rio Grande, and 50 months of being the Dullaman. Here's to 50 more months, 50 more gray hairs, and 50 more fate, blah, blah, blahs. Thanks, Dullaman. I appreciate it. Yeah. Rosid kicked in a sub. Thanks, Rosid. Appreciate it. Metballs sub. Thanks, Metballs. And Yang Wen Lit subscribed. Time to reach the depths of decadence for money. I don't know if dressing up like a big baby pig man and going goo goo gaga for people's like shameful amusement is decadence. But got it all picked out. It's just a matter of when. If you excuse me, I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back. As you can see, I am small. Fuck. Do not want to knock over my poop juice. All right. Now, before we let me unplug this, and then plug this back in, you might hear some little beep boop noises. You might be hearing that, so don't worry about that. Oh, thanks for the tip, DC Dr. Croston. I appreciate it. Oh, I missed like a whole thing. I'm sorry. Happy early Halloween from a YouTube viewer that probably won't catch another live show this month. Well, I hope you enjoy the uploads. Get Mendoza sub. Thank you, man. Don't let Darlington take the piss out of you for using the term ImSim. Never forget, that freak of nature has been trying to misapply the acronym TF2 to Titanfall 2 for 2 years now. Also, Ham Beef is a good boy. Get Mendoza. Yeah, Wooly's insane. Wooly's consistently, completely fucking nuts. For real. Baller Swag Bro kicked in a sub. Thanks, Baller Swag Bro. Gotta love Wooly. Streams a trash stream. Ends up spending almost 2 hours watching a 23-minute video about how to get started in fighting games. God bless him. Well, he cannot help it. He can't help it. He literally, man. Sex with that man ought to be luxurious. God damn. Taking forever to get started on anything. Oh, that's the best joke I've made in a while. Eric kicked in $5. Thanks, Eric. Happy weekend to you too, Pat. Thanks, man. Coachington High sub. Thank you for helping to keep people out of the horror that is fighting games. Absolutely. Stay away from them. Get away from fighting games, guys. You stay away from them. You stay far away from a fighting game. If you see somebody who says, hey, kids, do you want to play fighting games? Just jump into my van. You run away. Run away. Vixen Punch subbed. Says they're all in for Banjo. Thanks, Vixen. I think I just read that. I'm losing my mind. Rumbutt sub says trash time. Thanks, Rumbutt. Little Big Quebec kicked in a sub. Thank you, Little Big Quebec. Oh, hey, wow. The stream is now a high enough resolution that you guys can see this dimple. What is that? I don't know what that is. This tiny little dot right in the middle of my fucking head. That's literally been there since I was born. I don't know what that is. No, that's not a pimple, dude. That's literally part of my fucking skin. So Little Bit Quebec says, hey, Pat, congrats on the move. I've been wondering, have you been finding the time to keep playing Xenoblade games? No. No way. Cheers from Ontario. Yes, my name has been ironic for 7 years now. Good for you. Good for you. And Trunsta kicked in $5. Are you finally getting your colostomy bag? What is the butt juice thing? I'm a little backed up, so I'm taking some magnesium. To get my butt loose. Gotta get my butt loose. And Jarvis Von Jarvis subscribe. Thank you. Story Taylor gives us a sub. Thank you, Story Taylor. And Flesh Goat subbed. Pat, your eyeballs are so bright and pretty in this lighting. Congrats on the move. Thank you. Yeah, I'm like a schlubby guy, and I got the orb, and I'm bald, and all that. But I do know that I have, like my actual eyeballs are like a nice color and are pretty and shiny. So when I was like younger and trying to get girls, be a lot of this. But for some reason, girls just didn't go for it. I don't know why. Bat my eyelashes and shit. Just didn't do what I thought it would do. Drift kicked in 5 bits. Thank you. I love the idea that somebody could come in while Pat's gone and think that we're all just watching a streamer that's been dead long enough to become a skeleton. I do like that idea. That's cool. I love that. By the way, for those of you who aren't aware, Skelmo's a little worse for wear nowadays. He's been better. He's moved a lot, okay? He's gone very far away. Kagan of Astoria kicked in 500 bits. How many subs to show Moly? That's a great question. I will have to double check with my wife. Because Moly's super cool. Right? Moly's super cool. Right? You guys, you know, can't give that milk away for free. All right. Let's see. What's Wooly doing? Is he... That motherfucker is going to do an entire Street Fighter 6 stream without actually playing the game. He's gonna do the entire thing. Insane. Insane. All right. You know what? Yeah, so hey, you guys want to hear something that would drive me crazy? And it didn't just drive me crazy, it would drive absolutely everyone Wooly knew crazy. You'd be playing Third Strike, and we'd be playing some casual matches, as we would do. And some bizarre interaction would occur. You know, some weird parry into something or whatever. And Wooly would just go, oh, cool. And then soft reset the console and go into training mode and be like, hey, let's try and figure it out. And everyone would be like, what the fuck? I don't care. I just want to fucking play the... What the... No. It'd be like, come on, we can figure it out. Hated it. Hated it. And this was before he did QA. So QA did not, like, infect him. That predates it. Predates it. All right. Moving on to React stuff. The first thing we have today is a very special video that I was sent by Quiet Viking, which is... Oh, by the way, let's check to make sure you guys have sound. There you go. You have sound. Quiet Viking sent me the teaser for his animated show. So, if you want to go see it, you can go to the Quiet Viking. Oh, I should subscribe to him. You can go to Quiet Viking's YouTube channel. Teaser clip of Bizarre Town, a cartoon series that he's trying to create. It's kind of an animation showcase quality and sort of humor. So, let's watch it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna eat now. Put that over here.
Oh my god, why is the burger so detailed?
I thought you were just making shit up when you ordered that. Is it even edible?
Yeah, puppy. You
Is that
want
fucking Gianni?
some?
What's your problem?
Like this, puppy?
Ugh. Ugh.
Just don't make a mess, dude.
Ah, man, it's too quiet in here. Yo, turn on the Bluetooth. I'm gonna put something on.
All right.
Who dips a burger? Paige dips burgers. What the fuck?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? It's me, Wilfred. How's the well-fed nation doing?
Doing good. About to get even better.
Today I'll be having the new triple meat spicy noodle bacon burger from Fireflies.
Isn't that what you're eating?
Yeah,
Comes
shut
with a bowl of Firefly's signature extra spicy ramen soup broth. Now, the well-fed nation knows in previous Fireflies videos, I usually make quite the mess, and the extra spicy ramen soup broth gets me dripping like a popsicle on a hot summer's day. And I can't wait to get into this fine meal, so let's get straight into it.
Oh god,
Let's get well-fed.
This is upsetting me so much. Holy shit.
Delicious.
What the hell is this?
Art Beach?
Biddy, how is this art? This is just some creepy asshole eating food.
You just don't get it, Isaac. No one does. Only I understand. Will eats every meal like it's his last. And honestly, bro, I respect the hell out of that. The way his eyes dilate when he takes his first bite, with broth glistening off his mustache. Nothing else in the world matters to him. I can only get a fraction of that euphoric feeling when I,
my
too,
God.
get well fed.
I hate
I
this.
mean, just look at him.
Huh.
What a hero.
It sounds
Gets his
fucking
pants
gross,
in
though.
car.
I could change it if you want. You know, it's not for everyone. I guess Will's just for me. We're like soulmates.
I love you, Biddy.
Is this about me? Am I the... That was rough. Am I awful? Am I awful like that? I hope I'm not. Though I do remember throwing a tantrum about ASMR and how like the creepy sex perverts ruined ASMR. Back in the day, you were just gonna watch some $3 Vietnamese or Indian massage therapist give a weirdly strong head massage, and now you've got people doing creepy sex stuff on their weird ASMR microphones. Woolie's in matches? Okay. We're gonna get back to React shortly. Hey everybody, welcome back. So I'm super, super excited. I'm so excited because for one thing, I have this incredible croissant that Paige brought me. I'm also excited because I can feel and understand Wooly going, "Oh, you want to fucking beat me up day one when I don't know anything?" Absolutely. And you know what? That's totally fair. You know, Wooly? We're both new at the game, and so you can't judge skill at all. Except the fact that Reggie is also new at the game. Newest. He doesn't even have the access to the beta at his house. And he beat me into the fucking ground like I was nothing. That man had the least time on the game. Why are you rubbing it in so much regarding Wooly? Because it's fucking hilarious. Because shitting on people playing fighting games is the meaning of fighting games. It's the whole reason to play fighting games. Fighting game is an excuse to talk shit, not the other way around. He's labbing again? I think my favorite Street Fighter experience with Wooly ever. I'll tell you a story. My favorite Street Fighter experience with Wooly ever is Street Fighter 4 Vanilla, in which I played Balrog. Not Geef, ironically. I played Balrog, Boxer. And Wooly played Blanca, because of course he did. And in SF4 Vanilla, fucking a Boxer was just like a straight counterpick to Blanca. He could fucking jab Blanca balls out of the air. It was disgusting. Like it was absolutely filthy. And Wooly would play Street Fighter and play Street Fighter and play Street Fighter, and he'd get better at Blanca, get better at Blanca, get better at Blanca, and then I would go to his house, and we would play, and I hadn't played at all, and I would just jab his fucking Blanca balls out of the goddamn air, and it was 50-50. Like, no matter how much he practiced and no matter how much I didn't, the matchup was so far in my fucking favor that the sets were always 50-50. And I could he never said anything, but I could just like I could see him seething at what a bunch of bullshit it was, and it was. And one day I was like, "Why? Hey, Willie, you play so much more Street Fighter 4 than I do. How come I still win half the time?" And he's like, "Well, Blanca, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I love it. So, by the way, somebody said, "How can you talk all this shit when your mains aren't in the game?" And the thing is that Wooly actually plays grapplers as well. And no one in the world is more aware of when I'm going to go for an SPD than Wooly. I've literally, he has neutral jumped out of my SPD like maybe 100,000 times. Right? Like, he just knows. Like, new people or online people or whatever, yeah, no, I can SPD, I can neutral jump SPD, fuck it. But Wooly, he knows what I'm going to throw. So if Zangief was there, I don't know, maybe it would be better or worse. Before we get back into React content, we're going to thank a couple people who subscribed while we were teaching Wooly a lesson to stay out of fighting games. And if I see him in fighting games again, I'm going to beat him up. Unless his big brother Reggie is there. At which point. I want to thank Hungai TV for subscribing. Thanks, Hungai. I really appreciate it. Dexterous kicked in $5. Pat, you have more viewers than Wooly right now, and he's doing SF6. So garbage really is better than fighting games. Why not monetize media share so you can maximize the sell hour for your garbage reaction streams? I don't know what okay, so I don't know what monetized media share means. Literally have no idea. Garbage is better. Do you know why? Because pay to send video? Oh, God. I'll figure it out. Yeah, maybe. Is there a way to do it so that somebody can still, like, vet it? Right? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, no, garbage is better than video games because garbage is wide appeal. Right? You don't need to know anything about Street Fighter to show up and hang out and watch videos and talk about videos. I was walking down the street with Paige. We went to the pharmacy to get my butthole juice. And I was like, I'm just a radio host. I'm just an independent radio host. Is the dog mode off? You can hear all my wet mouth noises? Let's find out. Hold on, let's see. Now I turned dog mode off. Now I have dog mode on. Yeah, it's definitely on. It's definitely on. Kagan. No, not Kagan. Daigaio Grunge, that's mean to say. That's mean to say, Face for Radio. I think I have pretty eyes, thank you. Thank you. I am a pretty... The dog over here. We can get the dog over here. All right. Let's continue to thank some people. Sucker Punch Sid, sub, say nice. Thanks, thanks, Sid. Appreciate it. Trash Leviathan says oink. Thank you, Trash. Tron kicked in 500 bits. The sheet concentration on Wooly's face. I assume that's sheer. Was he concentrating a lot? Oh, I wasn't even really trying. I was just relaxing. Also, like, no Johns, considering I beat him. But I'm a stick player. And I've been playing on pad. Like, I can't Johns because I won. Right? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. But, I mean... Failing inputs all over the place. It's embarrassing. Low skill God kicked in a sub. Say Guile W. Yeah, Guile's Guile, man. You know, like Reggie picked Ryu because Ryu is Ryu. Guile's Guile. Even his new stuff is like it's fucking Guile. Like they say they're gonna bring Balrog back, Boxer. You know how everyone's getting weird stuff and cool stuff? Boxer's gonna be Boxer, man. Like, there's certain characters that just have never changed. Nady Break asks a great question. This is a great question, Nady Break. What is the etymology, first of all, I love that word, of the word Johns? All right. Here's the etymology of the word Johns. In the early aughts, like late 90s, early aughts, in the Texas Smash Brothers scene, there was a guy named John who was the saltiest cope master as to why he would lose Melee. Everything was someone else's fault. It was the controller. It was the TV. It was the character select. and they would say, "No, John, it's because you're trash. No, John, it's that doesn't it." And it became so ubiquitous that people made fun of him by saying "No, John" to other people in the Smash Bros. Texas scene. To be like, "No, John," and everybody like, ha ha ha. And then it went from "No, John" to Johns, and then it spread. Then it went from Melee to all other fighting games. And that's how that happened. There is apparently a documentary about it, which we could probably go watch. No Johns. It's a 27-minute video? That's too long. That's way too long. I'm not watching that. That's too much. Mr. Potatoes TTV kicked in a sub. Thanks, Mr. Potatoes. Blue Tocho sub. Thank you. Not Microwave Save kicked in $5. Do you think Reggie picks Ryu because he can see his feet? No, under that circumstance, he would pick Jury. Obviously. Michael Dude gifted a sub to Wooly Versus. Oh, hey, Michael Dude. He's going to need that sub to make him feel better. Iridium kicked in a sub. Damn, can't believe Reggie out-oinked you in SF6. Of course he did. He's great. Reggie's great. I love Reggie. I barely know him, and I think he's great. Brass Narwhal kicked in a sub. Thank you, Brass. Pat, I lost my mother at the end of August. It's been tough. That is, I can't even imagine, buddy. But tuning into your streams has been helping take my mind off of things. Did you know that at UPS you only get 4 days of leave off for that? They don't even give you the full week off. Honestly, that's better than I would have possibly expected. Most places don't give you leave for anything anymore. But I'm sorry, bud. Riku FM Mix kicked in a sub. Thank you. Appreciate it. Sodaman kicked in a sub. 10 months. Wowie, that's almost a full year. Almost. History Nerd 97 sub. Pat, thank you for being the person that always kicks my ass in every fighting game I've ever tried getting into. Yeah! Stay out! Stay out! Get out. Hey, fighting games. 3 steps. Get into fighting games. Get out of fighting games. Stay out of fighting games. 1, 2, 3. Step 4. Have you heard about Final Fantasy XIV Online that has a free trial up to level 60 that includes the critically acclaimed Heavensward expansion? Does Wooly read his subs at the end of the stream? He does? Oh, I'm already subscribed. Ooh, donate. $5. Donation message. Hey, I saw you having trouble with Fighting games. Don't worry, buddy. We all get old sometime. Have you heard about the Final Fantasy? You already donated? Oh, well, now I don't have to. Now I don't have to. Thanks, Queequeg. Thanks for taking the bullet for me. I'll just do it to him live on the podcast. I'll just do it live to him on the podcast. That's fine. There's a game for you. It's called Final Fantasy 14 online. Odds Logic sub. Thanks, Odds Logic. Better Bard sub. Trash Time. Thanks, Pat. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Birds Rights Activist kicked in $5. Oh, hey, Birds Rights Activist. I follow you on Twitter. I live about 30. I didn't know you checked out the stream. I live about 30 minutes away from any decent food place. I always fear for my life. Oh, it's not you? Oh, okay. I always fear for my life, though, because I usually have to poo afterwards, and I'm scared I won't be able to make it back home without shitting myself. Have I ever pooped myself? No. Speaking of which, it's been about 4 times a day. I should wait till the end of the stream to have more. No, I've never pooped myself, though I have become pretty close. Like, I have had the poop where, like, you pull your pants down, and as you're sitting down, the poop fires out of your butt into the toilet correctly. But if you were not turned around, you would have shit all over the floor. You know that one? I know that one. Too much information? Listen, I'm answering questions here. And then I got up and I'm like, I didn't. Oh, thank God. Anonymous kicked in $5. Thank you, Anonymous. I missed you reading my funny message. Feels bad. Well, don't worry. Just go back through the VOD. I was in the other room. Well, here, have 5 more buckaroos, bucko, for kicking Wooly's ass. Oh, it's easy. It's super easy. Fairy Princess sub. Wooly the Liar stole my Johns. Thanks, Fairy Princess. How many times did I beat Wooly? Did he get a single match on me? Or is that like 8 in a row? No? 8-1? Oh, he did get one. No? 8-0? People say he got 1. Okay, 8-1. The mirror? Yeah, he did. He won the mirror match. You're right. You got 1 in. Good for him. He got some good hits in. That's good. That's good for him, man. He should feel proud. Fairy the Princess kicked it. A sub. Wooly the Liar stole my Johns. Don't worry, man. There's plenty of Johns to go around. Axel Logic gifted a sub. Thanks, Axel. And Silvio Walalo gifted 10 subs. Oink! Oink! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Pat, if Virtua Fighter 6 happens and Wooly does this to you, would you cry? That actually already happened. When Virtua Fighter 5 came out for the Xbox, he came to my house and we played it, and he beat the fucking shit out of me for like 4 hours. I had always played single player Virtua Fighter and did not realize that I was complete trash. But I was. Kick my fucking ass. It was like no problem. All right, back to React content. Oh, there's no, what the, did I close the window? I did. Anyway, check out fucking Quiet Vikings channel. He's got this teaser up. Give him some looks. Give him a look. Also, Death by Tin Can subscribes. Says love you too, Death by Tin Can. Oh, I dumpstered him in Strive at first, I recall correctly. Oh, absolutely. Potemkin versus Nago. I absolutely beat his fucking ass into the dirt. And it's funny, we never played ever again after that. Yeah, it's weird. Just never had the time.
Welcome to 18th Century Cooking. I'm your host, John Townsend, and today we're doing a beef stew. Something we've had many times in the past.
You know what?
But this recipe has some interesting 18th century additions. Thanks for joining us as we savor the flavors and the aromas of the 18th century.
I want to look at beef stew. It's a 13-minute video? Yeah, I'll look at beef stew.
When I'm looking for dishes, recipes to cook, I want something that everyone can relate to, and everyone can relate to a recipe like this one. But I also want something that's very, very specifically 18th century. This recipe is from The Lady's Assistant by Charlotte Mason. And this recipe book is filled with
all this old
very,
shit?
very well-to-do dishes, expensive dishes, and low dishes as well. This one's no different. So let's find this recipe. It's not in the book under
but
beef
how?
stew, like we might think. This one has a fancy name. It's called Rump au Ragout. Let's read it here. Cut the meat from the bone, flour it, fry it, pour over it a little boiling water, about a pint of small beer, add a carrot or two, an onion stuck with cloves, some whole peppers, salt, a piece of lemon peel, a bunch of sweet herbs. Let these stew an hour, then add some good gravy. When the meat is tender, take it out, strain the sauce, thicken it with a little flour, add a little celery ready boiled, a little ketchup. Put in the meat, just simmer it up. Or the celery may be omitted and the ragout enriched by adding mushrooms, fresh or pickled, artichoke bottoms, boiled and quartered, and the hard yolks of eggs. Now, if we read through this, we see underneath it all, it's just a plain old beef stew. Now, we cut up the meat chunks kind of small. You could cook this all in sort of one big piece of meat. Obviously, we don't.
That's crazy.
We cut that out of here. But she's added all these things to make it a meal that could go on a fairly well-to-do table. We could show, she makes this fancy here. She adds things like the mushrooms and fresh or pickled, the artichoke bottoms, which is a very interesting addition to this, and it'll definitely change the flavor.
Oh, Paige would love artichoke
and especially the hard
She's
yolks
crazy
of the
about
eggs.
artichokes.
Those are little garnishes she's putting on top of something that is basically pretty plain. So it's great that we have basically.
Hey, you know what's crazy? You know what's really crazy? Wooly is actually, I just realized he loves artichoke bottoms because they remind him of his favorite art, which is choking.
Recipe is something that we would recognize as beef stew, or she fancies it up a bit.
Bam! All right.
First step on this recipe is our meat. We're going to take the meat and cut it into smaller size pieces. The recipe doesn't call for this specifically, but
it's really good that Paige brought me that croissant, because otherwise I would be salivating like a piece of shit right now.
In this case, we only need to season with some salt, and then we're going to dredge these through some flour and get ready for browning them. So our piece of meat here is a wonderful round that is boneless.
Oh, I'm still hungry now.
Our Dutch oven is all warmed up. We've got some butter already melted in the bottom of the pan. Let's toss in these pieces to brown.
I want to eat it.
While our meat is simmering, let's work on the other components of this recipe.
I need a
for our stew,
I need a
we're going to just scrape these
recipe
real quick
for a boneless
to
pizza.
get the outside layer off of them. It doesn't take very long at
I
all.
like my pizzas boneless.
Here we go. Now, we're not using a giant Dutch oven here, so we only need a couple of these carrots. We're just gonna cut some rounds for this, and I like my carrots to not get too, I like them to get a little softer, so we're gonna cut them a little bit thinner so they have time to soften up.
I like thicker carrot.
Stew.
I want the crunch.
And we need an onion with cloves.
You need an onion?
And this is one of those tricks that you see all over in the 18th century cookbooks. And that has to do with how do you get cloves into this dish and flavor it without them staying in there when you actually want to strain it later on. You don't want these cloves to be there when you're eating the dish. You just want it to flavor it in the beginning parts. So we have our onion and cloves, and we just stick our cloves into our onion here.
This is crazy.
Remember, this is a high-end stew, as it were, so we've even got lemon peel in here. It gives lots and lots of complex flavors.
Yeah, boneless
we
pizza,
just
dude.
want
Boneless pizza.
that little outer bit of our lemon peel. We don't want to get any of that white pith in there. And I don't know that we need a ton here, but it'll be nice.
I like that he's peeling it with a fat fucking knife.
Little bit of peel. We're gonna build a very, very
dedicated
complex
peeler
dish
didn't
here, so
exist
we're
in
gonna
the
keep
olden
adding
days.
ingredients. Celery is one of these. We, again, on this recipe, she says you could leave that out if you add some of these other ones. We're just gonna add a bit of celery in here. We don't need a lot, but I
Dude,
want
I love
a little
celery
bit.
so fucking
Celery
much.
brings a certain kind of flavor with it, and definitely a certain amount of texture with
Love
which
it.
is really the important. Now it's time to work on our artichoke. Artichokes can be intimidating and they're a little tricky to get into. If you want an in-depth one, we've done an artichoke episode, you might want to check that out. But let's get this. I think on this one, so what we really want is the core section down here. We're gonna chop off the very top part
God, I
of
could
this
go for some
artichoke. We don't
boneless
want any
pizza
of
right
this.
now, bro.
We can see
Most
this
boneless
is, it's like
pizza
a
around.
giant thistle head. This
Why are we
is
watching these
the
without
inner
Paige?
part
'Cause
of
Paige
our
isn't gonna
thistle,
be
the
able to
purple
be
part.
here
We
for a
don't
little
want
bit.
any of that. It's like hairy. We don't want that.
Also, she's
And
busy.
we're also going
She's
to
busy
cut
with
off
house
the
stuff.
base of this stem. We might want a little bit of the stem. There's still some good stuff in the very, very center of that, but we don't need very much of it. So let's
Wait,
get rid of the
artichokes. I
first.
fucking hate artichokes.
There
They
we go. So
hurt
we just
me.
have about an inch of the stem here. We want to peel off all
They
these
hurt me.
outer leaves.
You pick them
There
out
we
and
go.
the
We
leaf
just want these
bite.
tender inner leaves here and just the bottom parts. And I'm going to take my knife and trim this away. Well, actually, let's cut this in half. This will make it a whole lot easier. Let's cut our thing right down the center, from the center of the stem through the center of the piece, and we can really see what's going on there. Check that out. There we go. We can see this sort of a cutaway view, and you can see this inner
weird.
part that's all hairy. We don't want any of that at all. We're going to cut all that loose, and we're
You don't
going
want
to
the
trim
hair?
out the very outside edge too.
You don't
So
want
our
the hair?
artichoke doesn't look beautiful and white right now. We've used a carbon steel knife, and that causes a problem with something like an artichoke here. It oxidizes, gives us that dark gray look. Doesn't look great. If this was used for a garnish in the top of the dish, I would have a bowl with lemon juice in it, and I'd drop these in, and it would keep it from doing that oxidation. In our case, that's not going to matter any, so I'm going to go ahead and not worry about that. I am now going to slice these up into smaller pieces so it can go into our stew.
Wow,
and
the
cook down.
inside of the artichoke is bullshit, and the
And here we
outside of
go.
the
Our
artichoke is
artichoke
bullshit.
is ready just like that. We'll have a couple of artichokes, so we have enough for our stew. It's time to
Only
put
the middle
our
of the
vegetables
artichoke.
in. The meat is ready. Now it's time for vegetables. We've already got our celery and our carrots cut. I'm gonna put in the artichokes now. And remember, the artichokes in the recipe, those were sort of intended for, a garnish later on. In our circumstance, we're not really concerned about that. This is kind of a one-pot dish, so the artichokes need to go in early because they're not gonna be pre-boiled. So they're going in now. So let's put these
Alright.
artichokes in. I've got our lemon peel, and lemon peel just gets put in at this stage too. When I normally think of stews, it's a pretty simple dish. This one's very complicated. It has layers and layers of flavors here. So there are the artichokes. Let's go ahead and put in our peppercorns. So we're gonna sprinkle some peppercorns in there. Let's put in
was a
our onion
fancy
with
show-off with the
cloves. Remember these
peppercorns.
cloves, they'll come out easy. Later on, we'll take this whole onion out. We're gonna nestle that down in there so that it can
That
cook
seems like kind of
in
a
the
waste
flavor.
of
We
an
don't want
onion.
that to sit up on top. I've got some dried mushrooms instead of fresh. So that they can rehydrate, I'll put them in now. At this stage, we also put in our bundle of sweet herbs. We got a little bit of sage, we got some thyme in here, some parsley. This again will add a bunch of flavor, and we're just gonna tuck this in. And it's in our bundle here so that we can take it out later. Now our liquid ingredients. We've got small beer, a whole pint of small beer that we're gonna pour in at this stage. In the
what
case
is
of the
small
small beer,
beer?
you can use any beer that you have available to you. And we're gonna top this up with warm water or hot water, even boiling water, she calls it. Again, we wanna get to the top of our
Low alcohol
ingredients here.
beer? Oh, okay. So beer that's just alcoholic
stew is
enough that
ready
it
to
won't
simmer
poison
on
you
the
because
fire.
water is tainted.
I'm so
Got it.
excited to see what happens with the artichokes. I've never seen one in a stew or a dish like this, so I'm really excited about trying this out. This goes on the fire to simmer for 1 hour.
Okay,
While
bye-bye.
it's still simmering, we have a little bit of work to do. We've got to put in this final flavor and look to it, and that has to do with egg yolks, which again is an interesting little addition to a stew that I would have never put in. We've got some boiled eggs here, and I'm just gonna very carefully
Wait, just
find
the
that egg
yolk?
There it is. And pop that right out. There we go. There's our egg yolk. These will go in right at the end. They're already pre-cooked, so they'll look good on the very top.
Just the yolk?
So this
Don't
is going to
understand.
really set it off. After our good gravy, a little bit of mushroom ketchup. You can find a link for that down in the description.
That is a brown stew. That's so strange.
Finally, it's done. It's ready to try out. The smells are just amazing. And you know what? I like my beef stew thick, and this turned out thick. So let's find out what happens with all these flavors. It's so complex for, you know, a beef stew, right? So here's the beef done to perfection.
I want
Cloves
to
come
eat
out
it.
right up on top. So the question is, what's happening with all this, you know, the broth, the liquid part
Damn,
here?
that's thick.
And boy, there's very complex flavors. They're all there, layered it together. It's not like there's very many standouts there.
Oh, I'm hungry.
But they're definitely, it's very, very rich. And you can even get a little bit of that mushroom ketchup at the very end. So let's find out what really happens with the artichokes. That's the one I really wanted to know.
I'm salivating.
It's artichoke, all right. So artichoke is not adding a whole lot of different flavor here, but we get a different texture. I don't know if it's wasted in this. Maybe as a garnish up on top where you could eat it a little bit separately would make a little bit more sense, but it's definitely something different to put in your stew.
That egg yolk
A little
part is
mushroom,
fucking
a
weird.
little egg yolk. I can see why they put the egg yolk in there, especially up on top. This is so good. If you're a reenactor, you do beef stews maybe at events, you know, it can get a little monotonous. You want to try what we've added here. Definitely brings in some different flavors.
I want it.
Spice it up. It's going to be
Give
really
me
good.
the beef.
And if you'd like another episode that's like this one, 5 years ago we did this great pot roast. Check this video out.
Would you like to hear about the weird problem that happened with my leg?
Is
Yes,
that
I
something that
would.
you get VA benefits for?
Yes.
Is that the only thing?
Yep, I get 10% disability for this one and only thing.
Not for your messed up spine, not for your multiple concussions.
Nope, not for the major depressive disorder.
Well, that's
not
a
for the
bummer.
major traumas from being mortared repeatedly.
Nope, none of that stuff.
Yeah,
It's for
mortared
this weird
repeatedly?
fucking
That
problem that
sucks.
happened with my leg. Doctors hate me. This happened completely out of the blue one day. So I got this really bad pain on the inside of my left thigh, right up towards the groin.
Oh no.
It felt like somebody had just shoved a knife into my leg. Yeah.
That sounds like sciatica.
Before the pain was even there, I would get this feeling of impending doom. Like something really fucking bad is gonna happen.
You can feel the pain coming.
Once this started happening more and more, the moment that would start happening, I would be like, all right, well, I'm going back to my room. I'll see you guys in like 5 days.
You'd be out of commission for that long?
Sometimes longer. So I get this
Oh.
really deep feeling of dread and impending doom. I would get a really bad pain on the inside of my thigh. And then I would get a fever of about 103, 104 degrees.
Jeez.
I'd get incredibly nauseous. I'd start vomiting. I would start hallucinating. I wasn't able to walk. I wasn't really able to comprehend much of anything. And then about 24 hours after
This
the pain
doesn't
first
sound like
started,
leg
the
pain.
nausea
This
and
sounds like
vomiting
a
and everything
clot.
happened, the nausea and vomiting and the fever would just go away.
All right.
And then my leg would swell up to the size of a cantaloupe. They would swell up so much that on my shin, where it's normally just skin and then bone,
Yeah.
I could push down with my thumb and indent it and stick a
Yeah,
golf
that
ball
sounds
on it.
like
It would stay in place.
thrombosis.
It hurt to put a sock on. I couldn't even put a shoe on it. And then that would last anywhere from 3 days to a week.
Yikes.
And then it would go away, and there would be no evidence that it had ever happened. Originally, this happened once. Okay, that was a fucking weird fluke. I guess I got some kind of weird fucking swamp disease that just came and went.
Yeah. Never again.
6 months. After that, it happened in another 6 months.
Oh.
And as soon as it started happening every 3 months, I started going to the medics for this. Most of the time, they had no fucking clue. When I was at Fort Polk, they
Yeah, they're
had no
medics,
idea what it was.
man.
And they didn't know what
A
to
medic
do.
isn't a
You're
doctor.
on bed rest for 4 days.
They're
That's all they could do for you.
quick
Stay in bed.
fixes only.
Try not to walk on your foot, I guess. If you can't even put a sock on, I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
I can't believe they deployed you having that medical issue.
Well, because it would only happen every 3 months. They did blood tests, they did a biopsy on my leg, and it would just come back as like nothing. Nothing's wrong. It was like, all right, well, maybe that's the last time it'll happen. Like, you feel fine now. You don't have a fever. Your vital signs are all completely normal. Everything's fine. I don't know what to tell you. So they deployed me. It happened once when I was in Kuwait flying into Iraq. I still, to this day, have no idea how the fuck I even managed to get on the Chinook flying into Iraq because I had a fever of 104 degrees and I was barely able to tell what was going on.
Good grief.
Jesus.
And then eventually it happened in Iraq, and because they have limited medical facilities on the small base you're on, so they sent me to the green zone, to the main hospital that was there.
Right.
And actually the first time this happened when I was in Iraq, my platoon sergeant thought that I was faking.
Of course.
They had
Of
decided
course.
that this was going to be the time that they were going to start doing PT tests while we were in Iraq. Because they wanted to make sure that everybody was still in physical shape.
Uh-huh.
And the day that they were going to do the PT test, I started getting the pain in my leg and started getting nauseous. As soon as I was about to start doing the PT test, I started throwing up. And
Stop throwing up. Stop faking.
yeah, my platoon sergeant was basically like, "Stop fucking faking. Why are you faking?" Two of the other people that were in my squad, they'd seen this happen before. Like, he's not fucking faking, man. Bullshit. He's just faking. Fine, bring him to the medics then. They brought me to the medics, and the medics were basically like, "You were trying to make him fucking do what? Did you not see how much his leg is swollen up?
Look at that. It's like somebody just shoved his leg full of cheeseburgers.
I could hold a piece of tissue paper to his forehead and it would burst into flames. That's how high his fever is right now." Because I had a fever of 104 degrees. I was like this close to my brain just boiling inside my head.
Wow, you were hot-blooded. Did they
Yeah.
check it and see?
Got a fever of 103.
Damn.
They decided to medevac me to the green zone. And
Okay.
they put me into a room in a hospital. And according to the medics and the doctors that I was working with, I was one of the biggest pain in the ass patients they've ever had.
Yeah,
Why?
good. Yes.
So when they went to
Yes.
put me on the helicopter, I still had a fever of about 104 degrees. And one of the medics beforehand was like, "How much pain are you in? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much pain are you in?"
10.
I don't know, man. Do you want morphine?
Yes.
I have to ask.
Yes, give him
Yes,
morphine.
Actually, I have to ask. Do you want morphine? Yeah, man. So they put me on morphine. So the whole flight out to the green zone, I was having a fucking great time. So they got me to the green zone, they put me in this room, and I was on morphine the whole frickin' time.
So that's good at least.
Yeah.
I didn't care that I was in excruciating pain. So they tried to put an IV in so they could draw blood from it. And I kept jerking my arm back and going, "Shut up, you don't know what you're doing, you're not a real doctor." I don't remember any of this. They told me this
Yeah.
afterwards. And one of the doctors said, "All right, well, maybe if we give him more morphine, he'll stop. he'll like calm down
What?
a
Are
little
you
bit."
Maybe we
serious?
get an addiction instead.
And I said, "You listen, smart man, give me more morphine." The IV was in my left arm, but the IV stand and the drip were on the right side of the bed. So I would roll over in my sleep and pull all the cords over, and the entire IV stand would fall on top of me, and the little machine would start going beep, 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 beep,
Oh,
beep. So I remember
fuck.
waking up multiple
Fuck.
times in the middle of the
Oh.
night with a large metal box on the side of my
Oh,
face
fuck.
beeping at me and having no fucking clue what the hell was going
Oh,
on.
that just
So I would
activated
just wake up screaming with this
emotion
with
that I
R2-D2
don't
climbing
like.
on top of me, and I'm just, "Oh no, get it off!" I'm just like screaming while this
Oh.
thing's on me. Anyway,
It's in my arm.
at one point I had to use the bathroom, and I decided that I was too good to use the small little tub that they had brought for me.
The bedpan?
The bedpan. So I decided I was going to use the bathroom, but the problem is the bathroom had a like 6-inch step up to get into the bathroom.
Okay.
And the door was too short to fit the IV stand.
No.
So I would hold on to the IV stand and walk over to the bathroom, and the IV was just barely long enough to reach into the bathroom, so I had to hold my left arm backwards and like arch my back and try to arc the pee into the toilet. So there was at least once that they came into the room and the entire bathroom floor had pee all over it.
Oh no!
Because I had just gone everywhere.
What happened here? Not enough pressure this time.
You didn't give me enough water to drink.
Oh my god.
This is your problem, and also your
my
fault.
God.
You clean it up. At one point, they lost me.
What? You died?
No, I disappeared.
Okay.
I went somewhere else.
All right.
At one point, one of the nurses came into the room to check on me, and I was not there. Where the fuck did Hazard go? His IV stand is gone too. Everything's gone. Where did he go? So they had to like call down to all the other different floors and figure out where I was. They found me 3 floors down on a different floor holding out of the IV stand trying to escape the hospital. Because I was convinced they were out to get me. Why you keep sicking me with needles? I haven't done anything wrong. I know my rights. This is not without precedent, because apparently my grandpa also got loopy when they gave him morphine. Anyway,
It's genetic.
I've talked to
they
Paige
gave
on
me a bunch of
morphine.
blood tests.
She's
They
just
weren't
in a
able to
really
figure out
great
what the hell
mood.
was going on. By the time they were able to get me somewhere where they could do like good blood tests and figure out what the hell was happening, the fever was gone. The fever and the nausea and the vomiting, that was all gone.
Ghost disease.
Ghost disease. So then the only evidence that anything had happened was that my leg would be the size of a fucking cantaloupe. That's still there. So they did do biopsies on my leg like 2 or 3 times. They took a fucking metal Arby's drinking straw and punched a hole in my leg and then pulled the little bit of skin out and snipped it off.
Ah, jeez.
They flew me back to my unit, and then 3 months later it happened again, and this time they were like, all right, fine, just fucking send him to Germany. Because that's where the nearest big hospital was, in Germany. This is part of where my distrust for doctors came from. Because while I was in Germany, they did biopsies on my leg. They ran blood tests like 3 times a day, trying to figure out what the hell was going on. Is it a fungal infection? Is it a bacterial
kinda shocked
infection?
this isn't just
Is it a
DVT.
viral infection? We don't know what the hell is going on. Is your DNA just coming apart at the seams? We don't fucking understand it.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
I've never heard of this disease before or these symptoms.
One of the doctors was like, I think it's West Mediterranean fever. You're from the Mediterranean, right? And I'm like, no.
Scandinavian.
I don't know, man. I don't know where the hell I'm from. Well, maybe it's Mediterranean fever. I don't know. She's like looking through his book from the 1800s on weird diseases that don't exist anymore. Maybe it's a strange type of consumption. They go and get another doctor, and this other doctor's like, all right, well, I want to put you on chemotherapy.
That's for people who have cancer.
I said, no. He says, no, it's okay. It'll be a small dose of chemotherapy. I said, not no, but fuck no. I want a
Why?
second opinion. All right, well, I don't think we need a second opinion. I want a second opinion. You go get another doctor.
Here's your second opinion. Yes, we do.
Yeah, go get another doctor. So they go and get another doctor. I have to explain everything to him. And I have to explain it to every single doctor they bring in. I've seen so many fucking doctors in the last, 3 weeks at this point. So they bring the other doctor in, I explain everything over to him, and he's like, all right, so he looks at, the different results of everything. He's like, these blood tests all look completely normal, your white blood cell count is
So
fine.
why would he give you
I don't
chemo?
understand what the hell is happening. Chemotherapy is not the right answer, though.
Okay.
Chemotherapy is stupid. The other doctor's like, you're fucking stupid.
I think we should poison him, but whatever.
I don't think we should give you chemotherapy, but I do want to put you under and remove the lymph nodes from your legs.
Why
how is that any better?
why would anyone go to
Is that a thing
chemotherapy?
people do?
Well, because one of the things is, it was only ever my left leg. And they did say that where I was experiencing pain was exactly in my lymph node. So he thinks if we cut the lymph nodes out of his legs, maybe it'll stop.
And if you're wrong, you can just put them back, right?
No! You can't put them back!
Then maybe we should be sure
You-
before
you
we start
can't,
removing
you can't.
things.
My response was, tell me
You
what's
can't
wrong
put
with
your
me.
fucking lymph
We don't
nodes
know,
back
but I
in
would
your
like to
fucking
put
leg.
you under and remove the lymph nodes from your legs. No!
By the way, guys,
Tell me
remind
what's
me,
wrong
after
with
this,
me.
I gotta
No, you
go
crazy
take the
with
dog
a scalpel
out.
and just remove bits all willy-nilly. Well, they couldn't tell me what was wrong with me, so they sent me back to Iraq.
See, that's the
Are you
thing.
serious?
If you're not assertive
How's
with
that
your
the
doctor,
solution?
They'll start doing things to you.
Yeah, they'll just start doing stuff. That's why doctors actually have to fucking tattoo onto the leg, and the doctor has to sign the leg they're going to remove, so they don't remove the wrong leg accidentally.
And it
which
still
they've done
happens.
a lot.
It happens.
They sent me back to Iraq. This kept happening, and it was like every 3 months, pain in my leg, nausea, vomiting, fever of 104 degrees, throwing up, all that fun stuff, and then it would go away. And this kept happening the entire time I was in the military until I got out of the military. And then it happened once, and it never happened again. When I would go to the doctors, one of the possibilities that I would present is
There was
maybe I'm
something-
allergic to the army. They didn't
No,
think
there
that
was
very funny.
something in your
Then I got out of the
vicinity
military and it stopped happening, and I thought
that
maybe
was
I was
poisonous.
allergic to the army.
It may have been stress related.
The only thing I can figure, this problem didn't start happening until after I started smoking.
Okay.
When I got out of the military, I was still smoking, but
Right.
the problem didn't happen anymore. The only thing I can figure is that I was working around incredibly caustic carcinogens that are used to clean firearms. I would work with these chemicals with my bare hands, and then I would go outside and smoke 4 or 5 cigarettes without washing my hands. The chemicals are now getting into the filter of the cigarette, and I'm breathing in
Dude.
chemicals that are not even supposed to be on human skin. And I think it was just a constant buildup and buildup and buildup until eventually my lymph nodes couldn't process this anymore and went, fuck, just dump it all out all at once.
You
Put it in his
dumbass.
leg. He's not using that.
That's the only theory I have, is that's what
No,
it was.
yeah,
so
that's
now you know
probably
the
it.
full story about the weird problem that was happening with my leg the entire time I was in the military, that to this day I have no idea what caused
No,
it.
you know what
The moral
caused
of the
it.
story is, if you're going to work with caustic, carcinogenic cleaning solvents, wear gloves. Or at least wash
What are you,
your
my
hands
dad?
before you
Jesus.
go fucking smoke. Jesus.
What a dumbass. All right, I gotta help with the dog. I'll be right back. Excuse me. Hey guys, sorry about that. I took the dog out and he was being difficult. And then I came back inside and I was being difficult. I'm gonna need some more of this. I'm gonna need some more of this juice. Bottoms up. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay. Okay, back to watching videos. Back to videos. Funny video, haha. Oh, my butt juice. Oh. Tastes bad, dude. Oh. Alright. Because you know when you're taking the when you're taking the juice and your body is like, I'm trying, and it's like you're not trying hard enough. You're not trying hard enough. You need to, yeah. Okay. Let's watch this fan video about Zelda.
Here. at the end of things, I can
Hey, it's
still
that
feel
mask.
its power.
Oh. Well, my stomach pain is gone, so that's
I could
good.
sense the doom of a dark omen brewing.
Oh wow, that guy looks great. Is that the Happy Mask Man?
And now, that imp has it.
Wow, this looks incredible. Why Nintendo not do this? Should have burned that fucking mask. I have to say, the mask design always stood out to me as incredible. Right? Like, it's like, you know how the biohazard symbol is just scary on its face? The mask is just fully ominous. Oh no!
I should have heeded the ancient's warning. Nothing can withstand its power.
Well, that was cool as hell. Hey. That was great. I love that. Yay. Should have burned it.
Sushi! Sake!
Oh, god damn it!
Mmm!
Sushi, sake, hot sushi, sake to me, I'll stock it to you. Oh, feeling good in July. like that sushi food. Sushi food. Now you can say sushi sake hot, sushi good. You sock it to me, I'll sock it to you. Sock it to you. Feeling good, and you know what sake do. Now you can say sushi sake.
I also
sushi
thought this was
good.
Garuga
Sock it
Mash.
to me, I'll sock it to you. Feeling good, and you like that sushi food. Now you can say, hey, this guy's good.
Akasaka Sushi, serving authentic sushi food for the Grand Rapids area, located on 28th Street in Cascade.
Man, old advertisements are just the best. Yeah! Knife made out of meat! Is that what that means? How long is this? I'm gonna double it. I don't understand how he's gonna make a knife out of meat. I don't get it. Was it spinach juice? What? What? Wait, you're making a knife out of meat, but you need an existing knife that's not meat to make the meat knife? God, that's the fanciest scale. Coffee? What's coffee? Wow, that looks like good coffee. Holy shit. The coffee rind? The tuna? What? Why are you so... Uh-huh. What are you doing? Right. Yeah. How does this... Yeah, I agree. How does this lead to a knife? How get knife out of this? Right. That doesn't look like bacon, but okay. What? Okay, cooking the chicken. What's this? How does this make a knife? What does that have to do with the stuff from before? What does this have to do with the knife? Why the Coca-Cola? Holy shit. That's crazy. Is that safe to cut with? Like, it's like you don't. I don't.
Ricky Slam Dicky in Cador was not pow.
These fucking Xenoblade memes. These fucking Xenoblade memes. Oh yeah! This is what I want to see.
One more time, money. No! The Undertaker.
Oh no!
It's
Oh
not
no!
just you, that's them.
Yeah.
Like every single match of Melee is a battle of wills. Ooh, Carso slaps his knee. Shy City knee slappers. Chicago famous for slapping their
Oh, wait
knees.
for it! Wait for it! Wait for it!
Oh, he spiked his controller so hard.
Dude, that's...
Did you see it? He's picking it up. Oh, wow.
It
Judas
really
so
says a
fucking-
lot.
So,
that
yeah.
Smash.
At least
okay,
it's
I'm
carpeted
gonna just start. I'm gonna be serious for a second. It all kidding aside, it is genuinely astonishing that Smash is like there are so many more spikes and tantrums from Smash players than from all the other fighting games put together. It's really strange. And all I can think of is that these types of tantrums and these types of childlike freakouts over a baby's game is the Smash players' attempt to form a rapport with children who may be watching in order to groom them.
Floors.
Oh, I love that. Way in the back. Way in the back. Ooh, more. Oh, there's scope for it. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm loving this. Oh, that's persistent. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it.
Positioning is, yeah, very important.
Okay, number, and that's it. Ice winning weapon and Fox Tito's.
Incredible.
Oh no, my special controller.
Of course.
Damn! Zelda is back! Zelda is back! Are you mad yet?
Look how mad they is. He's gonna throw it down. There it is. Oh, the TV too. Look at this thing. Look at this flopping. Look at it. Oh, he's gonna wobble him? Oh no! That wasn't even. That was like nothing.
Multi-screen racing, you do that? Oh, he's just been. Oh, shit.
Like 4 tilt.
He's not that light though. He's not that light.
Really?
Oh, that. You know what? I'd be pissed off too. Is this why the Smash community is always about to run out of their old-ass equipment? It is. It is.
Might have been going for a gimp of some sort.
See, Nintendo has discovered a really good cash money thing where they put out a game that man-children break the equipment that they sell for that game only, so that then they have to buy them again at full price because the price never goes down.
I'll win. That'll do it though.
I have to say, my favorite part is always these people just going completely crazy, just screaming, and going, ah! And it's like greens and like Nintendo music and shit is happening in the background. This happy game with Mario and Luigi and Yoshi. Friendly. See, this is what they call friendlies in the Smash communities. Why are his arms huge? Just smash a controller with better. Oh, it's got left! You know what I love? You know what I love about the anatomy of the Smash spike? It's scream, throw, then pretend that you didn't just throw it like a child. Pick it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, maybe a little bump, wrap it up. Pretend it didn't happen. Pretend that the controller in your hands that you're wrapping up isn't just smashed to fucking useless pieces.
Ja, det er liksom det han sliter med å få. Second cook. Footstool.
Oh, that's dirty. That is actually pretty dirty.
Han prøver en.
Nei!
Oh, that's filthy. That's filthy as shit. That's so dirty. That's so fucking. Oh, that's good.
So he's doing. He doesn't want. I don't think he wants the laser too much because then
that's so fucking gross. I love it.
Yes. Let's go, Tyler. Shoutouts to Lin guy.
Oh. I'm gonna go home.
And the lint god.
Let's go!
Oh, that was so close. Yep, taking my game. Yep,
Okay, so JFK.
God, this is the same tournament as one of the other ones.
It's like,
Take his time.
yeah. He wants the axe right now.
And up smash.
Axe,
Oh, and that's
he
gonna
really
do
started.
it.
And
Yeah, it's the same fucking
His
tournament.
controller. He still has one more
pause
game.
for, yeah, well, actually, no, 2 more games. Or maybe like, potentially.
Oh, 2 more games. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah, just smash it to
he broke his
pieces.
controller.
Just pretend that it's not completely ruined.
Oh, wow.
Just pretend you can put it back together.
JP's controller is broken.
No contest.
Jesus needs to be careful.
Back throw.
Not gonna
Shouldn't
kill.
take it.
No.
Yes, it will.
Oh my gosh. And there goes another.
So you know what? You know what? That one, the ones that are like that, I can like they're a tier below, right? Like the ones where you just throw a tantrum and you don't even look at the person and you're freaking out, right? That's one thing. Underneath that, like is like, hey, good game. Right? Like at least they had the foresight to actually shake a hand.
Oh, that almost killed.
The dunks that are almost. Oh, goodness. Oh, man.
All right, and we lost another controller thanks to X. X taking grand finals right there, making that loser's run back.
If you have bad karma in your life, you're going to come back as one of JFK's controllers. Like.
Oh, just leave it. Oh, yeah, there he goes. Yeah, there's the bump. He sees, like, yeah, I got the bump. Yeah, I got it.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, more.
He's fucking.
More.
Fuck, he's fucking that shit up.
Stop it. It was the controller's fault.
Dude, he's lost his mind.
Dude.
Spencer has lost his mind.
That controller's done, dude.
It back. Moving around with the fair, and that's it.
Damn.
And that is it. Okay. Wow.
Dog was looking really disappointed.
He's really disappointed. Can you call San over here?
San. San.
Oh, he had a build up.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
So somebody in the chat said so they should ban controller spikers. They give the community a bad name. Yeah, they should ban the following people from controllers from events. People who spike their controllers, people who assault other guests, people who are pedophiles, people who are domestic abusers, people who cheat, people who collude, people who spray their disease blood all over a whole audience, etc. I love how I say that, and now the chat is like flying by so fast.
That was my controller.
Oh!
Have a clutch factor.
Not really.
He gets really nervous.
I absolutely agree.
He's so nervous. Look how nervous he is. Dude, I would lose my mind. I would be so thrilled if somebody spiked a controller in front of me. I would be. Yeah! Look at that dude. Look at that cool dude. Oh, Eternal Jedi asks, Pat, could you explain that last one? Spray their disease blood into a crowd? Well, at the last Smash event, Hungry Box, aka Hungry Pox, woke up in the morning and started vomiting blood, copious amounts of blood in his hotel room. He then went to the emergency room, and they told him he either had a bad case of COVID or a bad case of a contagious bacterial infection. They suggested that he fucking stay in the hospital and get a shot and stay there. And he was like, nah, bro, I gotta fucking get to loser's bracket. So then he went maskless to loser's bracket as he is struggling not to vomit disease blood onto the stage, breathing on all of his opponents and everyone in the fucking arena, and only left after people started to fucking freak out and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Get the fuck out of here. And he still gets to go to Smash events because he's Hungry Box. He draws the crowds. Yeah, and he puts their lives at risk. If Sanford Kelly got drunk and drove his car through a wall into the Little Caesars in fucking Vegas, but didn't hit anyone, there wouldn't be any discussion as to whether or not to let him back next year. Our Darkasu says, Pat, if we banned all those people, then there wouldn't be anyone left to play at the tournament. And that's why, everyone, say it with me, get out of fighting games. And stay out. I think this might be my favorite bit I've done in like multiple years.
Match, no shit. I don't think I ever mentioned that, but
oh my god,
Zach just going balls in because he's got stocks to do it, and that's it.
Fuck is this recovery bullshit? Hey, that was my controller. I don't give a shit. That was a bullshit match. And some.
I don't care. I'm mad.
To get above Pop.
This isn't good for Minio.
What's he attacking the legs for?
Huh?
Gave it away.
Oh shit.
Where's these guys' like enjoyment? They always seem so miserable.
Oh, is it not out of 5?
I'm pretty sure it's a best of 5.
Right? Where's the joy?
It's off stage. Got hit by the poop.
Burns in.
Oh, and Leffen jumps lazily. He does not grab the ledge. Plump's got this beautiful angle, but he misses the ledge dash. Beautiful angle, but Leffen. I heard that.
Now hold on a second. Is that Leffen? Is that Leffen of the ever so famous, but I need my fancy controller in order to play Smash, otherwise I'll drop out of the tournament? Maybe, Leffen, if you didn't smash your controller like a big baby, you would have your broken controller ready for the thing. Maybe. Maybe you would. Maybe he would. Who knows? Who knows?
And you heard
I heard
the
it
whole
IRL.
sequence. Here's what happened.
Like about actually
Oh,
control improving to be the best recovery.
Oh no, why did I do that?
Why'd you do that? Because you're a dumbass.
I didn't want it to happen.
Oh, Leffen bitched out of Tekken. It was Armada who dropped out. Oh, God. My mistake. Hard to keep track. Hard to keep track.
He's a controller short, and he's a...
Hard to keep track.
forward smash again. Oh. If you do the roll on the stage there, you just lose so much
God, that's
space
unfair.
and the complete ability to edge guard. Wow, that was funny.
You know what I love? The announcers see it so often that they're like,
that was really sick.
Yeah.
Take the damage though. In the corner. Oh, he's dead. He's dead.
Yo! Dude, Nix
Damn.
is so mad.
Holy shit. Holy.
Nix is so mad.
Let's cry, dude.
Freaking let's go,
Cry.
Bessie.
Cry.
Dude, yeah, Nix literally broke his controller right now.
Go back out to the parking lot
He ain't playing losers.
and eat a
Is that
bunch of
losers?
ice
Oh, that was
cream in your
losers.
windowless van that you drive around for some reason. That's the best one. That's the best one. That's the best one. Ooh. Ooh. I like this. Ooh. Oh, I got chemicals going off right now. Ooh. Ooh, chemicals are happening. How is he so strong? Yeah. Wow. He's so strong. Oh, I'm madly in love with this. Oh, man, I wish I could do that. Oh. I don't think I could push the nails in with the teaspoon. Oh, hey, oh. I am also kind of jealous of woodworking. Woodworking is just one of those things that it just seems so satisfying to make like a piece of wood with your hand. Ooh. Ooh, get some butter on the wood. Ooh. Ooh. Just like that, huh? Ooh. How does that work? Huh? But why? But why? Ooh. Oh. Milk. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's a you put milk in that crate. Yeah, milk. I'm gonna subscribe to that fucking channel. Yeah, okay. I gotta get back to Japan. I love being down there. Everything's so fucking clean. And nice. There's no staff? There's no staff. Okay. Hamburger machine. I cannot explain to you how much better the average Japanese meal is. I've had better, like, $1 sandwiches out of a fucking 7-Eleven than I have at restaurants out here. Holy shit, that looks like a real burger. Okay, that does not. Oh, it's supposed to be saucy. How much sodium? Probably a ton. They like sodium out there. Tartar burger? These food videos at this time of day. Rough, man. Why you go so many burger every time? Very hot. Oh! Yeah, I bet. Because it is. Yeah, there's something about the industrial design of all the vending machines and machinery in Japan. It's all this kind of beige plus metal. They all use coins. Like, every single appliance in that whole country has the same aesthetic. It's fucking fascinating. I bet that kicks ass for fucking $3 udon. Why is it so cheap? I don't know. Alright, that's enough.
everyone, and welcome to
Oh my
Tasting
god, who
History.
filled up
Today
all the
is
my shit with food
birthday.
items? God damn it.
And so I thought it would be great to make a birthday cake. And not just any birthday cake, but a chocolate cake from Agnes Jekyll's Kitchen Essays, published in
I'm
1922.
fucking hungry.
See, I thought it would be fun to try a cake that could have been served to someone celebrating their birthday in 1918 during the Spanish flu pandemic, seeing as we're in quarantine in 2020 during our own pandemic. And this recipe from 1922 is the closest I could find. We'll also take a look at the history of birthday cakes and why, oh why, we put candles on them. So get ready to make a 100-year-old birthday cake, this time on Tasting History.
So, I don't know if you could tell, but the lighting was just changing on me because Paige was just altering
To make
it
Agnes
from
Jekyll's
far
chocolate
away.
Cake, you'll need
with
1
her
cup
fancy
or
Wi-Fi
226
lights.
grams of butter at room temperature, plus
Thanks,
a little more
Paige.
for the pan. Then
I love you,
90
sweetie.
grams of flour, 225 grams of superfine sugar, 115 grams of almond flour, 225 grams of bittersweet chocolate, 6 eggs, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt, and 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Now the icing for this cake is completely optional, but if you are going to make it, you'll need 115 grams of powdered sugar, plus a couple tablespoons of either cherry or orange flavored liqueur. First, preheat your oven to
Hey, I have an
350
update.
degrees.
I've just spoken with somebody who has let me know that at the end of Wooly's stream, which was earlier, that his soul still appeared to be drained. We did good work today, boys.
Fahrenheit or 175 Celsius. Then butter the bottom of a 9-inch cake pan. Either a plain round cake pan or a springform pan works for this. Then line it with parchment and butter the paper and the sides of the pan as well. Then dust the inside with a little bit of flour and a little bit of sugar, just enough to coat the insides of the pan. In a bowl, combine the flour, the almond flour, the baking powder, and the salt, and whisk everything together. Then we're gonna melt the chocolate, one of my least favorite things to do because I screw it up all the time. You can either melt it in the microwave, or as Agnes Jekyll would have, put
chocolate.
it into a heat-proof bowl and set that bowl over a pot
You
of
tell him
simmering
about
water.
Reggie
This
versus
is
on the
where I tend
podcast?
to
Dude,
screw
I
it up.
texted
If you
him
get
that.
even 1 drop of water in that bowl with the chocolate will seize up as soon as it melts, and there is no bringing it back through anything less than pure alchemy. So make sure that bowl is dry. Once the chocolate is melted, set it aside to cool. Then it's time to separate the eggs, another one of my less favorite activities. Put the yolks into a medium bowl, then beat them briefly just to blend, and stir in the vanilla. Put the
So
egg
Paige
whites
is-
into a large bowl,
Paige is-
and then with either a whisk or a handheld mixer,
Paige is
mix
going
on
to
medium-high
get food,
until you get nice
which is
stiff
good
peaks.
to do.
Now that
That
the
looks
chocolate
like
is
cum.
melted and the eggs are separated, you're done with the hardest parts of this recipe. So take a moment, relax, pat yourself on the back, hit that like button, and have a listen to why exactly we have birthday cake.
Oh, hey, somebody asked a really good question. What can somebody tell me the context between Pat saying "get out of fighting games"? It's my new sequence. It's my new segment on the show. The Pat Stares At show, I've decided to have a segment called "Get Out of Fighting Games" or "Stay Out of Fighting Games," in which we talk about reasons why you shouldn't play fighting games, and that you need to get as far away from them as possible because it will fill you with bad emotions and hurt feelings. And we play fighting games in order to hurt people's feelings so that they get out of fighting games and stay out of fighting games.
Of all the days in the year, the one they celebrate the most is their birthday. It is customary to have the board furnished on that day with an ampler supply than common. They eat little solid food, but abundance of dessert, which is set on a table a few dishes at a time. Now this is what Herodotus wrote of the Persians in 430 BC, and frankly it sounds a lot like the way that I celebrate a birthday today, with a lot of food and a lot of dessert. But exactly what were those Persian desserts? Well, we don't know. But they probably weren't cake.
Could be
or at
anything,
least
man.
nothing like we would call cake today. For that, we've got to visit ancient Rome. In ancient Rome, if you were male, sorry ladies, and were rich, oh, count me out, and had political power, and were turning 50, not quite there yet, then you got a birthday cake. Now this was
Really?
probably
Only
a
for
yeasted
50?
cake of nuts and honey, and would not be recognized by the greater cake societies of today. But it was, in the strictest of terms, the first birthday cake. But seeing as like 99% of the population didn't get one, I'm curious, when does a pleb like me get a birthday cake? For that, we look to the Germans. In 15th
Germans
century Germany,
invented the
bakeries
cake?
saw the celebratory potential and
Really?
the
The
financial
Germans?
benefits of selling cakes on people's birthdays. These were dense, small, single-layer cakes with very little sugar because the ingredient was so expensive then. But if you had any money at all, they became a must on your birthday. Now the cake we're making today is also a single-layer cake, but it isn't dense, it isn't small, and it definitely doesn't skimp on the sugar. So now it's time to take that sugar and put it into a bowl with the butter and cream them together until nice and fluffy. You can use a stand mixer or a handheld
can't
mixer
believe we
or
can
a
thank
wooden
the
spoon,
system.
just
Oh
like
my
Agnes
God,
Jekyll
what
would
was
have done. I was thinking of actually trying it with a wooden spoon, but then I thought, you know what, it's my birthday and I don't have to. Once the butter and sugar mixture is nice and fluffy, add in your
Look, it's
melted
the chocolate.
and beat until well mixed. Then take a spoonful of the flour
I think
mixture and mix
chocolate
that
from
in as
cocoa
well.
is
That's going to stop
absolutely
the
the
eggs from
craziest
curdling
fucking
when we
thing in
put
the
them
world.
in, which we're about to do. So
Like
add in your
cocoa is
egg
like
yolk
this
mixture
fucking
first,
disgusting,
and beat those
slimy,
in.
bulbous
Then add in the
pod.
rest of the flour mixture. Now this should be done by hand because you don't want to overwork the flour or else you're going to get a tough cake. Once the flour is incorporated, take a quarter of the egg whites and fold them in gradually. This definitely needs to be done by hand or else you're going to knock out the air and you won't get a nice rise to the cake. Once no streaks remain, fold in the remaining egg whites the same way. Then spoon the batter into the prepared pan and smooth the
it's
top.
just a bunch of fucking frosting.
Now it's time to put the cake in the oven. But hold on, because what we're going to do to the oven is a little unorthodox. In Agnes Jekyll's original recipe, she calls for the cake to be baked in a slack oven. So what is a slack oven? A slack oven is actually a cooling oven. So in the days before modern ovens, you would heat the oven to its top temperature using either coal or wood, and then bake the day's bread at that high heat. The bread needed the high heat to rise properly. Then, as the oven cooled down, you could bake things like puddings or pies or crackers or cakes. So we put the cake in the oven
cool
at
idea
350
for an
degrees
oven.
Fahrenheit. But as soon as you close that door, turn the
practical.
oven down to 250 or 120 degrees Celsius. It makes it so instead of 30 or 40 minutes in the oven, you're going to leave it in there for between an hour and 15 minutes and an hour and a half. So that gives us plenty of time to head back to ancient Greece and find out why exactly we put candles on birthday cakes. Now in ancient Greece, if you were about to pray to Artemis, but you wanted that prayer to go to the front of the line, you better get your butt down to the temple with a cake and a candle. Because in addition to her vast goddess resume, Artemis was the goddess of the moon. So a lit candle would make that round cake glow like the moon. Then once the flame went out, the smoke would carry your prayer up to the lady herself. Now if you want your candles specifically for birthday cakes, you've got to go back to Germany, where the birthday cake craze hit its peak in the early 18th century with Kinderfest. Kinderfest, or child party, was the beginning of children's birthday parties. The morning of your kid's birthday, you'd take out the cake and put a candle in for each year that they were alive, plus one more in the hopes that they make it to their next birthday. How bleak. Throughout the day, the family would keep the candles burning, switching them out as needed, because it was thought that the flames kept bad spirits away, and it was thought that evil spirits had higher accessibility to a person on their birthday. But once dinner had passed, I guess all the spirits lost their power, and the kid could blow out the candles and eat his dessert. Now, I'm not a child, so I wouldn't have been part of that cake tradition. But adults were about to get in on that candle-covered cake convention when in 1746, Count Ludwig von Zinzendorf celebrated his birthday with a cake as large as any oven could be found to bake it, and holes made in the cake according to the years of the person's age, everyone having a candle stuck into it, and one in the middle. It's said that the cake was in the shape of a giant L, and he had 2-foot-tall letters sticking out of it to spell out the name Ludwig. I want that for me, and my name is only 3 letters. But again, I probably would not get that because I am not a German count. Instead,
I like
I'll have
that
to
the
wait
guy
until the
goes,
Industrial
"I
Revolution
want the
makes it
biggest
so ingredients are
cake
cheap
you
enough
can make."
for everyone to get a birthday cake.
How big? That's
now, just
not
like Count
big
Zinzendorf,
enough.
people loved to have writing on their cakes, albeit not 2-foot-tall letters. Now, the cake probably wouldn't have said happy birthday, because that phrase didn't become popular until the song was recorded in 1912. Instead, you would have had something like, "Many happy returns of the day." Not quite as pithy, but it works. It was the Victorian age that also brought us the convention of colored icing on cakes, often made red with beet juice or green with parsley. And that's why I'm choosing white icing, which is what's called for in this recipe. Now after about an hour and 15 minutes, the cake should be ready to take out of the oven. The cake will either pull away from the sides of the pan, or if you stick a wooden skewer in the middle, it should come out clean. Take the cake out of the oven and set on a wire rack, allowing to cool in the pan completely. Once cooled, take it out of the pan and remove the parchment.
You skipped the hardest part!
It's either ready to eat uniced, or time to make the icing. For that, all you have to do is take your confectioner's sugar and whisk it with the liqueur until smooth. Then spread across the top of the cake. Then we light the candles, wish ourselves a happy quarantine birthday, blow them out, and cut our cake.
Yay!
Now let's see how this 100-year-old cake tastes. Very chocolatey, which I love. Delicious, light, not too dense.
Are you one of those people who can't remove a cake?
Thank you,
I
Agnes
can put my
Jekyll,
hand
for a
in the
wonderful
batter and
birthday
just eat it like
now,
an
please
animal.
Look away while I intend to eat this entire thing by myself.
Oh god. Oh, they're editing Germa into more shit again. This is a really terrible edit. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm not even winded.
Oh my god. Why is this man made out of so many memes? Oh, the T-pose! I know that T-pose spin. How come I'm not as cool as Germa? I'm never gonna manage, am I?
I have the power of God and anime on my side.
Why did they kill his bunny rabbit? They shouldn't have done it. Yeah! Get in the box! Yeah, you can skip Quantum Wake. Quick.
Snake, what are you doing?
I'm in a box.
A cardboard box? Why are you...
I just wanted to get inside it, man.
I was just looking at it. And suddenly I got this
irresistible
urge to get inside. No, not just an urge. More than that. It was my destiny to be here. In the box.
What is this? Wait. 411?
Link. Open your eyes.
Oh, it's Terminal Montage.
You've been asleep for 100 years. Hyrule has been laid to ruin. My power is weakening, and Calamity Ganon will soon destroy Hyrule.
Yeah, I'm aware this is a real speedrun.
Well, excuse
me, princess.
Yeah. It's faster. Yeah, this is a speed run of Ocarina turned into a fan animation. Right? See? There he goes. Yep. That's how you do it.
Ah, he's awake. I say, what is Link doing with that tree? What in the name of Hylia?
That's how you do it.
That look in your eyes. It would be reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point.
Yep. There you go. That's it. Incredible!
Link, what the heck was that?
Well, excuse me, princess.
Away! Hooray! Hooray! Yay!
Capitalism.
I love it. It's good. Yeah. Yeah. You know, capitalism. It's 7 minutes. That's right. I have to say, I like this already. I like this style of animation. Then why'd you slow down? Huh. Oh. Yeah, don't care for that. Oh. Bruh. Bruh. You gotta get to your car, lady. Oh no, the car is hurt. But your windshield sucks. Woo! You should just drive until you run out of fucking gas. I don't care for that. Yay! Good video. That's Pleasant Inn by David Romero. That's good shit.
Star Wars. It's great in the arcade. Whoa! TIE fighters! Fireballs! Coming right at me! Watch the laser towers. Aim for the tops. Pick on the cutouts. Use the force. It's coming too fast! It's flames! It's flames!
Is this hair getting bigger?
Alright! I'm going in!
Some game, huh?
Some game! In a galaxy of video games, there is only one. Star Wars, the arcade game.
Yeah, that game looked like shit. The internal track is still excellent. Talking cat. Aww, that's enough.
More, I'm gonna say this.
Yeah!
Or not, right?
Yeah!
I'm still gonna be in a child's life.
This is so fake. Who cares?
In the case of 10-month-old royalty, Daryl, you are not.
Oh no! Oh no, I've been out in this trash!
Hey, why would I spend my money if I don't know that's my cat?
Oh my god, what the fuck is JonTron doing there?
So there's not any chance for you and Courtney to have a relationship. Is that right, Colin?
No.
She only lets me up when she needs.
I've been trying for you for 6 years! 6 years!
I'm more interested in this result, okay? In the case of 1-year-old Rylan, Colin, you are not.
Oh, I love that they go to leave, but the camera follows them. Like, it doesn't matter if you run.
In the case of 1-year-old Shadalia, Terrence, you are not. I ain't never going.
Oh, that poor guy. He cares. Why is a human thumb there? I say this as a
Alicia,
thumb
why would
person.
you want to be with him? He doesn't want to be with you.
Because I love him, because we got 2 kids together, and we've been married for 5 years. That's something.
5 years of my life wasted.
You're sitting here and say, like, you don't love me or nothing? Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Who is that guy?
In the case of 1-year-old Logan.
On the left.
John, you are not the father.
We are done! We are done! You will pay my lawyer tomorrow morning!
I think the guy in the middle on that's a little too old. I feel bad for these kids.
3-year-old Kanaya.
Yeah.
Michael, you are not the father.
What is this? Ah! She ran into the ladder! She ran into the ladder!
And when it comes to 3-year-old Elijah,
You are the father!
Michael, you are not the father.
Oh my god, this fucking guy. This fucking guy. Oh my god.
Thinks Matthew's the father? We're gonna find out right now. In the case of 18-month-old
Cute
Hazel,
kid. Sorry, it's gotta be
Nick,
wrapped up this way.
you are not the father. And in the case of 18-month-old Hazel Matthew, you are not.
Oh shit. Oh, he's trying not to laugh.
Go, please just go away.
Why would you ever agree to come on one of these shows if there was even a 1% chance? Even the smallest chance. Like, just... you're going to be a pariah for your whole life.
I want her and Ruben Studdard to go back to American Idol. American. Yeah, yes.
In the case of 1-year-old Kingston, Des, you are not.
Why did they always run away? Why did they run away? Like, they gotta go home. Right? They gotta go home. They're gonna have to deal with it.
Sure is. God do everything for a reason.
Yeah.
He give you signs and he give you things and put things in order for you. You're 40 wings.
Science Shoto has a point. Everyone in the chat yelling, it's fake. Yeah, so's wrestling, and that doesn't mean I can't be emotionally invested in the story.
Okay, here we go, everybody. In the case of 2-month-old Lenaria.
Jeez, that baby's got a fat head.
You are not.
She telling him to grow up? Are you serious?
I mean, come on, man.
Okay,
Come on,
Floyd,
man.
wait a minute. Let me finish this up.
Yep. Finish it
In the
up,
case of
Maury.
2-month-old Lenaria Rodriguez, you are not the father.
Boo! Boo the lady! Boo!
Father, Tiffany, what are you going to tell your husband?
He needs to grow up and step up and be a man and take care of his child.
In the case of 7-week-old Castiel, Zach, you are not.
I told you! You tried to ruin my marriage! You tried to ruin my marriage!
Now hold up. Don't say anything. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
I don't accept it.
You don't
You
accept
don't
it?
have to accept.
You have to.
All right, well, I accept your apology.
Okay.
But I'm not talking to you.
I don't want to. I did not sleep with you.
I didn't sleep with you? Oh, okay. Okay.
You really gonna believe?
What are you saying?
Just taking a couple of seconds to get a couple of deep breaths.
All right.
I'll be fine.
You can
You
forgive
don't have to
her.
accept anybody's apology. You fuck
You
off.
can?
Yeah. I can forgive
What
her.
happens if you're not the father?
There's not going to be any difference.
In the case of 3-month-old Cassette, Matt, you are not the father.
Yo, this dude laughing in the back. No, the kid's name is not Cassette like a fucking tape. It's Cossette. Cossette.
Does he look like his mama? Does he look like his mama? He cute. Does he cute?
You definitely look just like her.
Yup, he cute. That's why he don't look like you.
Just look.
He cute.
Nothing at all.
He cute. That's your
Oh my god, that kid looks nothing like him!
me.
Definitely
It don't
not.
matter. Look at your eyes. I can see my eyes.
Definitely not.
Well, are you fucking... Are you fucking... Get out. Get out.
In the case of 3-month-old Tyrant, Anthony, you are not.
I gotta run away! Ah! Yeah! Dance around!
In the case case of one-year-old Prince, Amari, you are not...
Oh, she knew.
Wait a second. Hold on. Just hold on. Amari.
It's fine.
You want to apologize
It's
to me?
fine. It's okay.
I don't know why that got me so bad. I don't know why that got me so bad. That's so fucking intense.
I don't think I've ever looked in this drawer.
Wow, a gun!
That is how it went.
I've been waiting for you.
I love it.
Sneaky surprise attack at the start of the round.
It's Goose Howard. Look at him go. Look how mad that goose is.
Predictable.
You can feel the calm before the storm as the round begins.
Cannot escape from death. Too easy. Positive. Diable.
Sucker won't leave her alone.
Come on.
You suck. Damn it.
Get out of here.
I'll stay in my house with you, bro.
Why is Goose Howard so mad at Dog?
You cannot stay in my house.
This is the best part. This is the best part.
Big damage.
This is the best part. Get ready for this.
Raising soul. Too easy.
Just drive it away. Drive the boat away. Go, go, go.
Yes.
Oh no, John Freeman.
Half-Life. Oh, like
Well, how old is this? How old is this? I can't. It doesn't even have a fucking date on it.
John Freeman, who was Gordon Freeman's brother, was one day in an office typing on a computer. He got an email from his brother that said that aliens and monsters were attacking his place and asked him for help. So he went. John Freeman got his computer shut down and went on the platform.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you right now. This is what I think of when I think of Gmod.
To go up to the roof of the building where he left his motorcycle and normal people clothes because he was in his office lab coat. John Freeman got on his motorcycle and said, "It's time for me to live up to my family name and face full life consequences." So he had to go. John Freeman ramped off the building and did a backflip and landed. He kept driving down the road and made sure there was no zombies around because he didn't have weapons. The countrysides were nice, and the plants were singing, and the birds and the sun was almost down from the top of the sky. The mood was set for John Freeman's quest to help his brother where he was. John Freeman looked around the countryside and said, "It's a good day to do what has to be done by me and help my brother to defeat the enemies." John Freeman was late, so he had to drive really fast. Front of John Freeman. John Freeman smiled and walked fast. John then looked on the ground and found weapon, so he picked it up and fired fast at zombie ghosts in front of a house. John Freeman then said, "Zombie ghosts, leave this place." And the zombie ghosts said, "But this is our house." And John Freeman felt sorry for them because they couldn't live there anymore because they were zombie ghosts. So he blew up the house and killed the zombie ghosts, so they were at peace. Then John Freeman heard another scream from his brother, so he kept walking really faster to get where he was. Raven Oldham was not making time with the countryside. There was no bird singing, and the paths were dead, and the dirt was messy and bloody from headcrabs. When John Freeman got to where the screaming was started, he found his brother, Gordon Freeman, fighting the final boss. And Gordon said, "John Freeman, over here!" So John Freeman went there to where Gordon Freeman was fighting. John Freeman fired his bullets from the gun really fast.
The gun?
And the bullets went and shot the final boss in the eyes, and the final boss couldn't see. Gordon Freeman said, "It's time to end this once and for all," and punched the final boss in the face, and the final boss fell. John Freeman said, "Thanks, I could help, bro." And Gordon Freeman said, "You should come here earlier next time," and they laughed. The laugh overed quickly, though, because John Freeman yelled, "Look out, bro!" and pointed up to the top of the sky.
Oh my
Gordon
God.
Freeman looked up and said, "No!" John Freeman, "Run out of here as fast as you can!" And John walked real fast out. John looked back and saw Gordon get stepped on by the next boss, and he was mad and angry. "I'll get you back, evil boss!" John Freeman yelled at the top of lungs. To be continued.
That's it. To be continued.
Walking home last night through busy streets, can't handle the heat of the city. To my surprise, a car comes rushing by. I stop to think, if only it had hit me. Hit me with your car. Hit me with your car. Hit me with your car so I can collect disability checks. Ooh, spend it how I like.
Hey, I get it.
By a new life. Girl, you'd be my shining star if you'd fucking break my leg with your motherfucking car.
That's great. That was great.
Come on, Sal. You know me. I'm just a working class
Oh, I love this
engineer
guy.
with no surname who hasn't been introduced until this scene. My wife is a blonde lady who walks home alone at night, and my kid is a scientist who goes up to mysterious alien artifacts and touches them. I just want to get in, get out, and get the job done. Okay, sure, sometimes I get a little distracted talking to the new guy on the radio or noticing a weird shadow at the end of a tunnel. Now, in that situation, what you want to do is assume it's kids and start yelling at them. Hey, you lousy SOBs! I usually call them SOBs because it ain't really cursing. Now, by this point, your flashlight will probably be flickering. And if you're really unlucky, some kind of goop might get on you. Now, in that situation, under no circumstances, look up. I can't stress this enough. Do not look up. Up. Jeez. What is this stuff?
Oh no!
So that's how my father died.
Yeah, this is Guilty Gear music. I'm there, rock and roll. All right, what's the next one gonna be? Maze? Oh, yeah. Melty Blood. Yeah, okay. See, it's saying "ya" because it's a cat. Just has a DPM.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
Why do Greek Orthodox dudes dunk him like this?
Where's the fucking money, shithead?
Oh, it's down there somewhere. Let me take another look.
Why do they do it like that? Oh, you fucking moron. Walk through the chairs.
Hey, I've been to yellow.
Walk through the fucking chairs. Yeah! Okay, so these two are robbing the convenience store. This is in Canada somewhere. And they're trying to get out, but all the doors are locked. And the cop is there, and he's got the taser. And they can't figure out how to get out. This is Hamilton? Oh, good old Hamilton. Oh, that's a gun. That's not a taser. Hey, I don't mean it. Hey, listen. Listen, I don't want to get all political and shit here. Right? I don't want to get all deep and shit. But do you notice something that happens here? You see this part? You see this part where he's got the taser or the gun on him, and then the guy tries to take it away from him? That guy would have gotten shot like 100 times. Isn't that crazy? And that's Hamilton. Hamilton's a fucking shithole. See that? Okay, see there you. Yeah, that's a taser. And yeah, he swung. He went for it. Oh, he's still going for it. Ah, yeah. Now she's gonna try and figure out a way out. There's gotta be a way to sneak out. He might get right up in front of the camera and climb into the vents. Oh no! didn't work. Just didn't work. It just didn't work, you know? The attempt was appreciated. So I don't know if the person who sent me this knows. This is my favorite Onion video. This is my favorite one.
Tech-savvy consumers are lining up today to be the first to purchase Sony's brand new stupid piece of shit that doesn't do the goddamn thing it's fucking supposed to. Onion News Network Tech Trends reporter Jeff Tate has more.
Thanks, Brandon. It's being called the biggest fucking waste of your hard-earned money to come along in years. Sony spokesman Alan Compton said the company designed this sucking fucking goddamn thing to make everyone in the modern home want to tear their fucking eyeballs out.
We listened hard to what our customers said they wanted the most out of their own home entertainment system. And then we pumped out this impossible-to-use fucking piece of shit.
I love bullshit like this. Basically, I'll buy any goddamn thing that I see in an ad.
The fucking piece of shit is available now. So run out and pick one up and invite all of your friends over to see if any of them can figure out this motherfucking time vampire.
That's where I got the phrase time vampire from. That's where I stole the phrase time vampire. Because I'm like, that's the best fucking thing in the world.
Onion News Network, I'm Jeff Tate.
Thanks, Jeff.
I'm Rena Bruyant. I love dogs. Doesn't everyone?
Yes.
Bye. Watch.
4570 snub nose.
That's a big fucking gun.
Look,
Yeah,
Gwen, you have to treat a car like you treat a woman.
Go on.
No, I sense I've made a mistake of some kind.
Okay, I don't know anything about Ben 10. I don't know anything about shit. I don't know these characters' names. I don't know what's happening. But the phrase "you gotta treat a car like you treat a woman," what you gotta treat a woman like you treat a car, is the most fucking incredible start to nothing. It's so fucking... I can't even imagine. I can't fucking figure out what the fuck the follow-up to that is supposed to be.
You ever need to fucking ask yourself where did all the fucking go so wrong? It's not just one person, it's not just whatever, it's fucking 25 years of this fucking fucked up world trying to fuck me over, trying to fucking destroy me.
This is 15 minutes long. I'm not gonna watch this. This is too long.
Yeah, well... Look, man, fuck the hat.
Your pulse rises. Lots of feeling. Feel it up. Way up.
Oh my god. Fuck the hat? Is that what you just said to me? I can't believe you just told me to fuck the hat. So I should just take this hat I'm wearing and fuck it, right? Engage in sexual intercourse with a hat right here in front of you because you told me so? On the sea ice?
More.
Right here on the sea ice?
More.
Give you a little ice cop hat fuck show? Is that how you see me?
Didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Across the bay, two figures watch the scene unfold through coin-operated binoculars. My God, one says in a concerned voice. Let me see, says the other. The young woman has kept her eyes trained on the wires, waiting for the sorry spectacle to end. But it's gone awful quiet up there. Then the sound of sobbing. Looking up, she sees a grown man on the wrong side of 40, his face bloated from alcohol and God knows what else. Not so quietly, crying.
This isn't really about the hat, is it?
No.
You know, you're not the only one with issues. I self-medicate. Shit. Life's a horror, you know? Crying helps, though. Get it out your system. and then maybe we can talk, okay? I'll be here.
Ivan IV Vasilievich, or the...
Okay, so I gotta say, Disco Elysium, I think about it relatively often. The phone call in that game might be the most pathetic thing I've ever encountered in my entire life. It is... Like, I don't even have anything in my life that touches on that. And it's just so wretched. It's so pathetic. I can't even... Ugh. Ugh.
Terrible if you prefer, though the fearsome may be more...
No, fuck that! Fuck that! We're watching this Leon Massey video about fucking 12.
Dear Harada, I beseech thee, I beg for just a crumb of buff. What must I ask of you to lay claim to any sense of value?
Shut up and sit your head down! And don't ask me for shit.
In any fighting game, you're inevitably going to have
fucking
some
love
characters
this
that are
video.
strong
I
and some
fucking
characters
love
that are
it.
weak. However, sometimes there's weak, and then there's this. Welcome to the low world of bottom tiers, a place for masochists,
Let's talk
or a
about
place for the
trash.
strong to know what it
Let's
feels
talk
like
about
to be
the
frightfully
bottom.
undermatched. So what makes a bottom
The
tier?
bottom.
Well, a bottom tier can still do bits, but typically a player that understands the matchup can use large blind spots in the character's kit to make it so that they're more frequently in a position where the bottom tier can't abuse their strengths. If you're playing a game made after 2015, chances are you're playing a game without a solid bottom tier, but instead varying degrees of not as good tier. But true bottom tiers are frightfully lacking and almost incapable of getting any work done. In the current day, most games are designed to be patched, and so any character that isn't playable at one point will eventually be at least competent. Just look at Street Fighter V. The bottom tiers changed so much because of patching that it's like rolling a dice between who's arse this season. So much so that characters with really good fundamentals and tools to deal with almost every situation can still be considered unplayable, garbage,
So hey, here's a good tip. Here's a good tip. If you want to know who the bottom tier is in a fighting game, you can go down on Fridays or Saturdays down to twitch.tv/woollyversus, and the character that appears the most on the screen is probably the worst character in that game.
dumpster fires of characters, which is the reason that most of the time when people talk about fighting game characters in the current day, they say just pick who you like, because until you reach a certain level
Somebody
of play,
said Nago is top tier. They weren't when that game came out.
Tier lists mean nothing to you. The statement pick a top tier doesn't hold as much weight and relevance to as many people anymore because the games are in a position where almost every character in the cast can at least hold their own a decent amount at the time, even if there are matchups that make you want to cry. That said, they did do my boy Krillin dirty for like a year and a half, so I don't know. But things start to go really dirty when you start to go back in time. You don't even have to go that far back. Look at Hugo in Ultra 4. This man's so big he could be mistaken for a...
Okay, hold on a second. The Toanon says, Pat, do you not worry that Wooly's going to have, like, real no joke, a mental breakdown on the podcast if you keep doing this? We're almost 40. I've known Wooly for 20 years. We spent our college days skipping classes to play Third Strike and talking shit at each other all day. We made a fucking highlight reel video that Wooly participated in which we knew he would get fucking shit-bodied by Daigo. I went around at E3 2012 and got a hold of every single industry person I could find, including Ashley Birch, Jessica Negri, Alex Valle, Dave Lang, and Ego Raptor, to tell Wooly how he's a fucking stupid asshole. And me making fun of him for beating him 8-1 is what's gonna tip him over the edge. Who the fuck is behind me?
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Sorry.
something to eat.
I saw you in the camera, and you looked like a mean monster.
I was trying to figure out how to.
You look like a drifter.
Come on! I was trying to figure out how not to freak you out.
Look, she looks like a scary drifter.
This is a nice jacket.
Oh, drifter wife, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm tired.
You drifting on in?
Yeah, I'm drifting. I'm tired. Get out of here. All right.
I'm actually gonna be finishing up.
Oh, you want me to take that back?
Yeah, take it back. I'll eat with you. Okay. I just want to finish this video. Thank the people. Somebody's like, "Do you think Wooly's gonna have a mental breakdown based on the shit you're saying?" If anyone was gonna give him a mental breakdown, it would be this lady's unsolicited Kirby cockpicks.
It's true. It's true.
That man's afraid to check his phone when it says peach saliva. Anyway, back to this.
You don't even have to go that far back. Look at Hugo in Ultra 4. This man's so big he could be mistaken for a skyscraper. He's useless without meter, and he's got the mobility of a cardboard box. Why can I shoot a fireball and it covers like 3 options? What the fuck? Hugo suffers from a laser-focused character type that doesn't have much flexibility. He's intentionally designed
You know what? Fuck
to be
it. We're gonna leave this for next one. I don't have time. I'm hungry. I want to eat. I'm hungry. It's hungry time. Everyone remember, here are your goals. Shame me if you would. Don't worry about it if you don't want to. Baby hungry, whatever. I've been streaming for 5 hours. You go fuck yourself. Let's thank a peepo. Here's the peepo that we're going to thank. Tech Turtle. Thank you, Tech Turtle. Flicker remember sub. Ooh, 11 months. I might have actually caught a stream in progress. I'm really getting tired of working at FedEx. C'est la vie, man. Winged 7 sub. Good day, Pat. How's getting settled in the new place going? Going out and gotten any plates and cutlery, yeah? You still eating like toddlers? Yeah, we got some stuff. But thank you. Cop eating a donut, subscribe. Thank you. Comrade Dog sub. I've been here too long. Is the Blunderwatch 2 cube? What year is it? Don't worry about it, man. No one gives a shit. Plaid's the new Plaid sub. So in the course of my 10-ish months at my current job, I've outlasted about 7 people that were also trained for my position, but they're quitting and the vacancy left by them has thrown my work schedule to the wind every time. And this has caused my friends to implore me to find a new job with a more consistent schedule. Problem is, I really like the job I have, and as I love cooking and being a line cook. Oh, loving of the stream, what is your wisdom on this matter? Enjoying what you do is way better than stability in your schedule. Because you're going to have to do your job. And if you actually enjoy your work, you don't want to trade that for a stable job that you hate for 6 to 8 hours a day. Warnica kicked in a sub. Thank you. Appreciate it. Valdrin Ameni kicked in $5. Recently got the deck, and I have to say the performance is surprising, especially emulation. I'm running Wind Waker HD Wii U and Metroid Dread Switch on lock frame rates. Battery life's a joke, though. Like maybe 2 hours, 30 minutes max. Yeah, that is to be plugged in or used with a battery. TSA MXXX sub, thank you. Plaid's new Plaid kicked in 2,000 bits. Thanks, Plaid. All fighting games are trash. If you say different, you're just wrong. That's what you got to say it with me, everyone. Get and stay out of fighting games. Yeah. Get out of fighting games. Donald kicked in a sub. Thank you. Appreciate it. 17 months. Woo, holy crap. This is awesome. Also, fuck Leffen. Played Terraform Zero. It's a good JRPG. I'm not going to play Terraform Zero, but fuck Leffen, though. Plaid's new Plaid kicked in 1,000 bits to say, woodworking learning stream when? How about I get the rest of my life set up first before I learn how to cut my own fingers off? Neon Data sub, thank you. Matt TF8 sub. Patrick, thanks for helping me stay out of fighting games. You're welcome. You're welcome. Kate Sith Lord, Teeny Telly, Nen Kota Moon, and Camty510 all subscribe. Thanks, guys. Dozen sub, won the big 5-2. Better go home and rethink my life choices. Nah. Don't do it. Tin Man sub, 48 months. Hello from Japan, Pat. Hope you're enjoying Japan. Or living there, regardless. Thank you. Anonymous kicked in $5. Prissy TV, a small VTuber who suffers similar health complications to Iron Mouse, has recently started a subathon to help her afford treatments. To those who can, please help her. Okay, well, thanks for the tip, Anonymous. Oh. Ligma Lamenta kicked in $5, asking me to please watch this video before I go. I'll meet you halfway, Ligma. I'll put it in the queue. What the fuck?
They're about to...
I'll put it in the queue. Gil Cato kicked in a sub. Congrats on the move. Thank you. And Short Sweet subscribed. Thank you. Hell, I've started FF14 again, and I've started to look at the market board and way underselling everybody. Don't do that. That's only for me. All right, thank you. All right. I don't feel good now, so I'm going to go to the bathroom. Good night, everyone.